Welcome to GC Cars. My name is Eric, and this is the Ford Mustang EcoBoost Convertible. And yeah, it's an EcoBoost. It's not really a Mustang, right? Like a 4-cylinder in the front. It's got no V8, it's got no sound, it's got no power. It's really not what the Mustang stands for. And if that's what you're thinking, you're wrong. And I'm sorry to tell you that. Because the Mustang isn't just about that Coyote V8. Reducing such a legendary icon to merely its choice of engine is honestly not fair. First of all, the first ever Mustang didn't have a V8. Okay, the first Mustangs were not available with V8s. And secondly, the Mustang is about more than just power. It's about the idea of a Mustang, the open road, the freedom, the movement and the experience, happiness, enjoyment of life. You call it whatever you want. It is not just that V8 growl. And for that exact reason, I am here to tell you today that the Mustang EcoBoost is quite the Mustang.
You done yet?
Yeah, sorry. You gotta keep it a little cinematic, right? Anyhow, we got the inline 4. Let's see how quick it actually is. I'm gonna come to a stop. We're in drag strip mode, and we're just gonna send it. So let's see.
Off-string.
Oh, okay, that works too. Bit of a burnout. Okay, wow.
Oh, rough shift.
Okay, I guess we figured out what drag strip mode does. It just punches those shifts in. Although they felt more violent than fast,
Yeah,
really.
that was a little bit violent.
But yeah, okay, so the EcoBoost Mustang 2.3 liter turbo inline 4, only with the 10-speed auto, no more manual option at all. 315 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque, obviously sent exclusively to the rear wheels.
It's gonna be a polarizing thing.
Yes, it is. First of all, let me just go into track mode because we're now taking corners. The sound is obviously the biggest thing. So if I'm just like,
It's loud.
it's loud. Yeah.
But does loud always mean good?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'll be entirely honest, the entire time I drove this car, I had it in either normal or quiet. What is this transmission doing right now? That was very weird behavior. It's just upshifted, like downshift in the middle of a corner.
The exhaust sounds like very airy.
Yeah, it's like a vacuum in the back.
Yeah.
Like it has some raspiness, and I think the idle is actually pretty cool because
It is.
it does sound kind of V80-ish.
Well, I wouldn't say that much, but you know.
But it's yeah, it's definitely lacking a bit of, don't spec the active exhaust that we have. Like, you don't save those $2,000 or whatever it is. Power wise, I think
It's not slow.
It's decent. Yeah, it's no V8, it's no GD.
Of course not.
But it's pretty quick if you get the performance package. Apparently, according to Car and Driver, this accelerates 0 to 60 in like 4.2 seconds. That's performance package coupe, which is for a 4-banger with 315 horsepower. It's actually ridiculously
Pretty
quick.
good. As we pass a C8.
Right? Obviously, we're not producing 4.2 seconds to 100 here. We do not have the tires for that. Our tires are not not that grippy.
No.
Which I kind of enjoy.
Can be fun.
Yeah. So as you just noticed, we just spun the wheels. You know, it's a little squirrely around corners if you like take them a little quicker. So there's advantages to that. But yeah, of course, if you're going for speed, the GT has the speeds any day of the week.
Yep.
It's a completely different beast, but like I said, I don't think this is what the EcoBoost is all about. The EcoBoost is about this open air experience, you know, get a little bit of sunburn, freeze your butt off in Canadian winter, summer that is not really that warm.
Yeah,
that's what the Mustang's about, you know. And then, you know, you have the power if you want to accelerate. You know, you have a bit of power.
Lamborghini.
Right? Yeah. And that's what it does well. You know, it still gives you a bit of that top-down experience. It still gives you that power that you need. However,
I think,
yeah,
I gotta say that it's. I'm trying to decide the audience for this, right? Yes, it's a Mustang. No, it doesn't deliver the sound or the power that you're used to when you hear the name Mustang. And then price-wise, which we'll get to later,
rental car company.
Yeah.
This is for your Florida vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what this is all about. And it does that very good. And yeah, admittedly, it's not the car we would ever spec.
No.
I don't think either of us would ever consider a non-V8 Mustang.
Especially when, again, getting to price, there's ways to have the V8 for not very much more money.
Yeah, like just let's mention it. So this is aspect $57,000 Canadian, 50,000 US, which is compared to the GT we had performance package GT, non-premium. It's about 5K Canadian, about 3K US off.
Yeah.
That's not a big difference.
No.
And it's like, yeah, the premium is nice. We have more leather. We have a connector in between our screens. Same screens though. We have leather seats that are ventilated and heated. Okay, that's nice. Okay, and if you want to have that top-down experience, but consider it for me.
I'd rather have the non-premium and the V8.
Oh, 100%. And I'm the same way. Even if I don't spec the performance package,
Yeah.
like a GT non-performance package, non-premium, is dangerously close to this EcoBoost premium. So yeah, it's a Mustang. You gotta play with the options a little bit to make it make sense. And this transmission, man,
It's kind of all over the place.
it's just yeah,
You can't predict what it's gonna do.
you really have to fight it to make it do. Also, you know what? The Mustang GT was really good. Brake test. These tires are so shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
These tires just have no grip. I love it. I barely got thrown forward. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't look at you, but I
It
know
wasn't that aggressive, no.
I know in the GT you did the brake test, and I was
Holy
pretty
shit.
much in the door. I was in the trim, like going down, and this just like skips over the road. You can change tires if you want, anyhow. Also, obviously included in the performance package if you want better tires for $6,500. But we talked. Sorry.
Speaking of the performance package, one thing that's not included in this, which is a deal breaker for me,
Yeah.
paddle shifters.
Yes.
Like, how does this not have paddle? Come on.
So-
Base level Elantra has paddle shifters.
Yeah. So there is no way for us, for me in this position, to control the gears. There's no paddle shifters, like you said. There's not even like the up and down thing on
No.
our shifter. I am completely at mercy of this 10-speed, and it's not really well tuned. The selection of the gears sometimes is kind of awkward. Then you're on the power and it just downshifts in the middle of you trying to go around a corner.
And we know it's not the transmission itself because this same transmission's in the Raptor R and it was great in the Raptor R.
It's so good in the Raptor
So-
R, and GM has it in plenty of products, and Ford has another product. Like I don't know what's wrong with the tuning here, but for some reason it's not really good. So just having the option of shifting ourselves would massively increase the engagement
Yep.
and the capability of this car. But the performance package is $6,500 Canadian.
And they're forcing you to basically buy that.
Yeah, so it's like, and then we're more expensive than the GT performance package non-premium. So I'm like, okay,
It doesn't make sense.
okay, like come on, guys. At this point, I'm like, I don't know. It's just okay. I just noticed I'm going against what I said in the beginning. It's like, oh, it's not the car for us. I mean, I guess we're proving it. It's not the car for us. It's not the car for the enthusiast that wants to have a fast driving machine that is super engaging. Is it? You can still have fun in this, but even like,
Of course.
when you try to do, like a creative 180, let's call it like that, you very quickly run into the issue of you not having a limited slip differential, and you're just understeering and plowing forward.
Yeah.
Instead of spinning that rear around like you're trying to do. Through corners, it is still fairly capable. The suspension's on the softer side. It's fairly comfortable.
Body roll.
Yeah, a lot of body roll. I think it's comfortable right now, but you compromise on once you're actually trying to handle a little bit. And I feel like once you hit like 1/10, it gets a little difficult to really gauge what this car is going to do. I shall demonstrate. Now, if I'm pushing it a little bit around corners, I'm like getting to this point where I'm like, can I push further? And then we have all that body roll and all that movement that, makes it just a little bit harder to predict what this car is going to do, unlike the GT, which was a lot more.
You could attribute that to not having the performance package.
I'm sure it's going to change a
Yeah.
lot. It's really a mix out of the suspension,
Right.
the steering, and the tires. So yes, but $6,500 on an EcoBoost,
Yeah, I know. It's not happening for
like
me.
it's just no. I just don't see that. So, let's,
Ooh. I mean, this thing's no slouch. There's no doubt about it.
No.
It's no slouch.
And am I having more fun than some other cars at the same price point that we've had? 100%.
That's hard.
Would I have 30% more fun if I can actually shift myself?
Yes.
Would I pay $6,500
No.
to shift myself? No, no way. So that what does that leave us with? With a car that, you know, isn't made for us. It's quite expensive if you just want to have the top-down fun experience. That's where it's like, just don't spec as much. Just go for the base EcoBoost convertible.
Yep.
It'll be fine. And then you have your top-down cruising experience that I think is fairly unique, because what else is there convertible-wise? So Camaro is obviously dead. The Miata is a lot smaller.
Not even comparable at all.
And then when you got the Germans, you got 4 Series, which is going to ring in a lot higher than that.
Yep.
I don't know. Do I like the EcoBoost? Yeah, it's still cool. Is it better than the S550, the last generation? 100%. It's just, you just gotta really look for that convertible experience and not really look for the fun in this as it's spec'd. And I think that's how it is.
And with that, I guess that was the Mustang EcoBoost.
Thank you for watching this video on JC Cars.
Pure testosterone!
Oh!
What the is this piece of shit?
If you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe. Should I just drive into a tree now, or?
And we'll see you next Friday at 8:15 a.m. Eastern for a whole lot more fun. Bye-bye.